So Donald Trump has successfully sued news organizations over in the US, and we've seen that happen. And it's really interesting that you say that he's a bully, because his argument back and what the lawyers are saying is this editorial decision in the Panorama documentary did change his speech that day. And that's something that he said could have interfered with elections and was incorrect. Do you not see the point of view coming from the White House that Donald Trump did give a speech that was edited badly and put out ahead of the election? Is that not reputational damage and defamation?
Not at all. I mean, technically it is defamation, but reputational damage, first of all, he won the election. So it had no negative effect. If a doctor commits malpractice, but the patient is okay and there's no injury to them, there's no damages. That's number one, certainly in the US. Number two is that Donald Trump's argument that it damages reputation, people already think about Donald Trump what they think. And very few Americans watched the BBC Panorama story and changed their vote. In fact, I would say to you, less than a handful would have watched it even and changed their vote. The votes were, first of all, there's early voting. And second of all, the votes were cast mentally long before that date. To argue that it somehow would have changed the election, I think is pomposity, and it's ludicrous. And again, it's giving Donald Trump another avenue to push his agenda. It's unfortunate because you don't have to do that. The BBC could have just followed what he said when he said it, could have even said there's a lapse between what he said, because Donald Trump trips over himself every single day. Today alone, he's now trying to go to this federal court to overturn the liability that he was found for hundreds of millions of dollars by Eugene Carroll. So he is a bully. He will use the court system to try to buttress what is sometimes his ridiculous position.